Hey everyone, welcome back to DataPub. Today we're talking about HTML attributes. This is the second part of our HTML tutorial videos, so if you haven't checked the first one out, here's the link. In this video, we'll explain some of the most important attributes in a simple and clear way. Let's get started. In this video, I'm using one compiler website to write HTML code and see the result of it. So here's the code, and when you run it, it would look like this. So we can see both at the same time. Okay, first up, what is an attribute in HTML? In simple terms, an attribute is a special word used inside of an HTML tag to provide additional information about that tag. They usually look like this equals that, and they help define the properties of elements like their behavior or appearance. Now let's talk about the head or the header. The header in an HTML document is a section that contains metadata about the document. This includes information like the title, character set, and links to style sheet. The header helps browsers understand how to display the content of the page. So it's not something we actually can see here, it's rather something that helps the browser figure out what's going on. Now, what is char set in header? The char set attribute specifies the character encoding for the HTML document. For example, UTF-8 is a common char set that supports many characters from different languages. This ensures that text is displayed correctly across different browsers and devices. Moving on, what is the viewport? The viewport meta tag controls the layout on mobile browsers. It tells the browser how to adjust the page dimensions and scaling to fit the device's screen. This ensures the website looks good on all devices. Now let's talk about the body tag. The body of an HTML document contains all the content that is displayed on the web page, like text, images, and links. Everything you want your user to see goes inside the body tag. There are different tags that can be found in the body: H1 to H6 for headings, P for paragraphs, A for links, IMG for images, UL and OL lists, and so on. Alright, now let's talk about the image you want to display. Attributes that these tags might have. For example, the IMG tag, which is for images, has the an SRC attribute and an ALT attribute. SRC stands for source and specifies the path to the image you want to display. The alt attribute is the alternative text for the image, which is important for accessibility and SEO. If the image fails to load, the alt text will be displayed instead. And you can also give images a style using the style attribute. So for instance, here we are setting the width and height of the image. Another interesting attribute is type tag in OL or ordered lists, and we can see an example of it here. So OL stands for ordered list, and when we use the type, we can specify what kind of order do we mean. For instance, here this type equals A will result in something like this. So we can see here it's we have a list here, and because the type is A, we see them as A, B, C. Well, we didn't specify it here. Rather, we just said that this is ordered list in type of alphabet, and here's how it would look like. We can also say type equals 1, so that instead of the A, B, C, we would have 1, 2, 3. We could also say type equals I, so instead of this, we would have Roman numerals. And last but definitely not least, the class and ID attribute. The class attribute allows you to group multiple. The class attribute allows you to group multiple elements under the same style, like this div. Like for instance, here we have a class container, and later in our CSS code, we can say all the things that have this class should be styled this way. If you don't know what CSS is, don't worry, we're going to cover that in the future. And that's a wrap on HTML attributes. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more web development tips. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover next, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.